Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen across the world. It is time for another exciting Alpha Pro Series match. Today, we have two very exciting players going at it today in a best of 9 TvP extravaganza. And like I said, guys, have two great ones here. We've got Rookie and Firefly, two amazing players. Korea versus China, Terran versus Protoss, and quite frankly, this is a matchup for the ages, and I am so glad to have you all here today to witness it. We are just in the lobby right now, getting ready to go. Just got the ready from Firefly, and that is the last go-go that we needed. We're going to be starting things off nice and quickly today because I know you guys are excited as I am. And we're going to start things off on Ice and Chrome. An interesting map because you got that choice between the more open third base or the other location. It's a little bit further away. But we'll have to see how these guys are going to play things out because it is going to be a bit of a longer series, and that means you do need to kind of level out your tricks, make everything kind of work in your favor. So, before further ado, spawning here in the bottom position, he is Firefly. And his opponent in the top, representing Alpha X, he is Rookie. But I assure you, he is no rookie at this game, and he is going to be bringing out some very exciting strategies, as is Firefly. Already, we do see Firefly starting to wall off from that Reaper. I don't necessarily expect him to be cheesy in the early stages of this series, as that would not really go well for him. As if you do go cheesy early on, you're not going to be able to build up the series lead first. That's one of the big things is you want to kind of build yourself a little bit of a cushion before you start that kind of very aggressive, very greedy, very dangerous builds that can throw you behind. Now it does look like he's going to be causing a bit of a nuisance here, but that's kind of to be expected as Protoss, they don't like having all their probes in the natural. They don't even trust their own probes in their own bases, just like the rest of the races do not trust a probe anywhere that they can't see it. Now Ricky's just gonna get that CC down nice and early. Other than that, not too much else gonna be happening early on. We gotta wait to see what his tech choice is. He has two main routes that he can go down. A third if you account Twilight Council attack. But so far, we might be getting Stargate in this first one. Just by looking at the opening here, we have an Adept on the way, which does mean that he has some gas banked up, and there we go. We do see a hidden pylon. Now, this hidden pylon can only mean two things: Robo Bay or Stargate, and I am betting it's going to be Stargate. And I lost that bet. And so did Firefly. As we got that Twilight Council going down. And the problem is, now that that probe is dead, you're going to have to send that Adept up to defend this location. But the question is, will it really be worth it here? You will have to still kind of throw down that DT Shrine if necessary. But overall, this is going to make any sort of follow-up with this a lot less lethal. Reaper just going to come home and defend. Hellion's going to be coming up as well, so that Adept is not going to be too long for this world, but he will get a little bit of damage done on these Hellions before going down. It does look like Firefly is going to be sticking with this DT build. The Adept's kind of just trying to be a nuisance here, not really meant to get any damage done. But now that Rookie is aware that there is DTs potentially on the way, the question is he going to start banking up those scans? Because you are going to need at least 2 to deal with this. Firefly even being aggressive with his pylon placement, just making sure that he is going to be able to warp in those DTs nice and close to your opponent, while also staying safe at home with these Adept warp-ins. It's a really risky situation here for Rookie, especially since he is sending this medevac full of Widow Mines out. That's a lot of his defense, a lot of his army just in that medevac, honestly. But Reaper is going to come in and scout the DT shrine. He did see the Twilight Council in opposition, so that's pretty much just a confirm there for him. And now he does have the engineering base on the way, but will it be enough? Yes, he has banked up those scans, which is really, really good. And those Widow Mines actually getting some nice connections as well. Scan going down. First DT does collapse. Will still get a couple of kills here. Now keep in mind, that Widow Mine will not be revealed. Couple of Widow Mines going off in his opponent's base as well. But there's not really that many Marines here, so 11 workers going down, and this is still very painful for our Terran player. Yeah, the problem was he has plenty of Widow Mines, but they're just not doing the damage that they need to. And he is getting some damage done on the other side of the map, which is nice, but it's just not consistent enough, unfortunately. Now that DT is going to be backing off right now, so overall, I'm kind of impressed here. 18 workers and 16 for his opponents, so both sides really just doing massive amounts here. Those Widow Mines still doing a ton, and that is actually just going to be a tap out there for Firefly. That was a very fun, interesting game. Number 1. Just what was that? You know, Firefly was so focused on his attack that he wasn't really paying attention to his own base, and that's really what just cost him that. And it looks like we are going to hop into our next one, an old favorite, Eternal Empire. Oh, can't really hear the game sounds? Okay. Yeah, I may have forgotten to unmute the game sounds there. Hashtag good production at 3 a.m. Okay. But anyway, you will be able to hear it. I'll kind of give a recap. It was swoosh, swoosh, and Widow Mine, Widow Mine. But, I mean, other than that, we are going to be hopping into this next one. Spawning down here in the bottom position. He is Rookie. His opponent in the top position, he is Firefly. Now, Firefly did try to be very aggressive in that game, and while he did get plenty of damage done, it was not enough to circumvent the damage he was getting done to him. So, In this game, I feel like it would be a good idea to kind of back up a little bit, just kind of go for that standard macro style of play. Doing so is going to kind of reset yourself, center yourself, and potentially put you back on even footing with your opponent in the series. But, you know, so far we don't really see too much. Obviously, the Protoss can't really branch off until we see that Cybernetics core finish up. And as for Rookie, you know, he's just kind of chilling. He's got to get his CC down a little bit after his opponent. He's going to send an SCV to early scout ahead just to make sure that there is nothing crazy coming up on the other side of the map. And, you know, he's just playing it a bit safe. You know, once a Protoss shows that he's cheesy, you really got to play it safe. Yeah, right now he's just kind of counting the pylons here, and this is a big deal. There is 1 pylon, 2 pylon, but he has not seen a 3rd, and that is actually enough to be a little bit worrying for a Terran player, as you really do want to see that 3 pylons by the time that Reaper gets across. Otherwise, you know, that pylon is going to be somewhere that you're not expecting it. Other than that, Eternal Empire is one of the bigger maps in the pool, and it's a very easy to expand map. You have 3 locations on the high ground, which makes it nice to go up to the 3 base. And then the other expansions do have some cheeky stuff, like the Vespin Geyser right there, as well as kind of just being close by to attack paths. Now, Firefly, while he did go Twilight Council, he is changing it up this time. He will be going for Blink, so we should be keeping an eye out for a Gateway Explosion. I think that's going to be very important here. There we go. 2 gateways going down. And yeah, other than this, you know, Firefly's just going to try and push his luck and get very aggressive with this. Back at home, Rookie, I don't know if he's misreading it, but Cyclones aren't going to be the best to deal with this. They'll be able to pick off the observers from a distance, but there's just so many ways for a Protoss to get into your main base with Blink. You know, I do like his setup so far. He's going to get that siege tank for the defense. It's just going to be a matter of keeping that back away from the Stalkers and kind of making it too risky to blink on top of. But we see that Observer coming in, as well as the Warp Prism to pretty much ferry these units in. And he is scouting around. He's just making sure that there's no pylons in any weird position. But is he paying attention here? We will have to see, because while he can't see it, you can kind of make out the little bit of a shimmer there. And no, Rookie does not see that shimmer. But here we go, the first couple of War Prisms coming on out. And look at that, he's actually getting missile turrets as well, so he is very worried that this could be DTs. But, ooh, Rookie does sense something here. Sending all of his guys into the main base. And here we go. The first blink forward is in. There's not enough Marines to deal with this. The Marauder count not high enough either. Stim will actually get canceled as well. Good micro for Firefly. Gonna keep those Stalkers alive as long as possible. Only losing 1, but we'll get the Observer as well. So far, that is a very good trade for our Protoss player. The siege tank had to completely deposition itself, and it's still not going to be in position to deal with this. Once again, that Warp Prism micro just keeping them alive for a little bit longer. And the SCV is being pulled to deal with this. And Firefly getting 5 workers for his trouble right now. The problem is, the more those Stalkers get weakened and the higher that Marauder count gets, it's just going to be that much more difficult to deal with and to get in and do damage. So he's going to have to pretty much finish a lot of things right now. He does have his third base going up as well behind this, so he will be in a very strong macro position. And I think Rookie is taking a little bit too much damage here. Already 20 workers going down. But, focusing down the Medivacs is very smart here, but great micro going down on that Marauder, keeping it alive for as long as possible, enough to get that siege tank out. And while that will get blinked on top of, that is a very expensive blink right there. Will it be enough as the next Warpit of Stalkers comes on in? And that is actually going to be it. Firefly takes game number 2. And you know what, guys? If you want to take a game yourself, you need to check out one of our sponsors, G Fuel. And you know G Fuel is the official drink of esports. Right now, they're inviting you to take a trip down Flavor Memory Lane with their new G Fuel Bubblegum. It's their newest, mind-blowing concoction made with 0 sugar and packed with antioxidants and vitamins. Be transported back in time with this classic taste of childhood while getting the energy and focus you've come to expect from G Fuel products. Check out their sponsor quests on our event page for more info on how to get your hand on G Fuel's nostalgic take on a time-tasted favorite. Delicious. Yeah, check them out on that sponsor page. And while you're there, why not use that special code that we have prepared for you guys? APS184. Using that code will add 50 cents to the prize pool. And as you know in esports, every cent counts. And the best part about that, it is completely free. And you know what else is free? The entertainment we are about to bring, because we're hopping in to a yellow submarine. It's not that yellow, but you know what? I think these guys don't mind. They are out for blood. They want to turn this submarine red, spawning down here in the top position. He's Alpha X's Rookie. As opponent in the bottom position. He's already red, looking to spread it around. He's Firefly. And you know what? Firefly has had enough of this Terran player in this submarine. It's pretty much a snakes on a plane situation here. He wants to end this, and we'll have to see what's his choice. A nice little gateway. So now he's kind of just going to pretend like this is a normal probe scout. He's going to poke around. He's going to act all coy and act like this isn't a big deal. He does it all the time. But instead, this is a very dangerous probe. Now he does need to be careful here. That SCV is tailing it like a fish hook right now. He does not want to reveal the fact that he does have that gateway down. The first stalker, or zealot rather, is going to be coming out, and that will take a lot of attention away from the Reaper. The Reaper will not be able to scout. But behind all of that, the probe is just going to go home, so he's not heavily committing to this. He's not, he's essentially not banking all his hopes on it, but it is going to do a very good job of just preventing any scouting information, because 2 zealots is going to be a nightmare to deal with. And actually the probe going to come in, might drop another gateway here. Actually, is this max packs? I think this is a max packs. Firefly getting very creative with his micro there, trying to block that SCV, or the Marine rather. But he will delay the natural from going down. And already going to get some really good damage done here. 5 workers going down in the pull to stop this. The Reaper having to be called on home, but once that Stalker gets in here, this just becomes so much more dangerous. Already 6 workers going down in a very crucial stage of the game. That is never a good sign, especially not when your second command center is just dead in arrival. He's going to try and get that done, pulling quite a few SCVs to do it. And you know, this is risky for Rookie. If he makes one false step, loses 1 unit too many, he is not going to be able to finish that, and that's just going to be it. And so far, he's still pulling off this location, so he still feels like he has a chance. Although the longer that this base does not go up, the longer it is going to take, and the further behind he is going to be. The Reaper going to come across hoping that there's actually nothing at home, and I mean, indeed, there isn't. That just means he's going to recall home. Now, he will lose the Reaper for that, which is a big deal as well. You kind of want to keep that, especially in this situation, because when you keep that, it essentially kind of slows down any push across the map, especially with the recalled units, but he will have to repair this Cyclone before any more damage is done. Seachank's on the way as well. He just canceled that base right there. I kind of like that decision. Just rebuild it on the high ground and then move it down afterwards. Always a good little choice there, but he will have to clear this location and take that base pretty darn soon. I know this Rookie is still being very defensive here. He wants to clean up this location, which I don't blame him. If I saw a random gateway outside my apartment, I would want to clean that up pretty darn quickly. Gotta be careful. He does not want to lose that Cyclone, but he does lose it. That is a big loss. I mean, behind this, you know, Firefly, he still has massive potential to be aggressive. He just is playing it a little bit safer right now. He's building up his forces. He's waiting for Blink to come in, but once that Blink finishes, he will have a very nice forward position behind it, and he will be able to just blink on top of everything. Unfortunately for him this time, and unfortunately for Rookie as well, you know, this Liberator not going to be able to get in and do anything as his own third base is going down. Rookie, I mean, you're in a very difficult position here, only just now getting his second and third racks up, so his production not as strong as he would like it to be at this stage in the game. Oh, losing the Raven as well. Just really nasty pickoffs here for Firefly. And he's just going to hop right in, although he might be a bit too aggressive with this, losing all of his Stalkers. That was a bit too much for him. I don't actually think there's any scans, so yeah, so he's not going to be able to kill off the Observer. But yeah, Firefly looks like he just wants to kind of push his way through, but the higher that siege tank gets, the worse his chances are going to be doing that with just pure gateway units. +1 attack is on the way, but it's also started for Rookie, so there won't be a really big deficit there. And I think Rookie is just in a much better position to kind of hold on versus this. I do like, however, that Firefly is changing techs up. He's going for that Templar Archive, and he's going to be going for a bit of a backstab as well with that Warp Prism. So he's just going to try and hit every location at once. It's pretty much the only way to do it. Although I'm kind of wondering why he's not forward expanding there with that. Yeah, Rookie, he's got a supply deficit, but he does have plenty of defenses in place. And anything that tries to move out is just going to get picked off. Kind of got a little bit of a Mexican standoff here as the War Prism has not decided to come in yet. 3 bases all up and running. No Storm on the way just yet. I think he will just be making some Archons for right now. I think that is a better use of the gas, just warping in for Archons, because if you're trying to push in, you really don't want to have to wait for Storm here. And here we go. Rookie's going to make his first move out. He knows he has to do something with this stim. But this is actually going to be the trigger to send that War Prism in. So here we go. Firefly, how much damage is he going to be able to do? There's absolutely no forces here. Already it's doing quite a bit. Rookie's pulled back everything to defend. And with that, Firefly can just get out of there. And yeah, he's just going to drop these guys to keep them safe. I just want to put this into a position to recall, but he does lose the Warp Prism. So a bit of a mistake there. Scan's going to go down, revealing the Archons. And now keep in mind, this is a very heavy Marine push. And I don't think that Rookie is going to be expanding behind this, so we are clearly 2 base all-inning off everything that he has. SCVs are pulled. This is going to be either a glorious win or a monstrous defeat for our blue Terran player. He needs to fight out in the open to minimize those force fields. But getting into a nice choke point here with those siege tank is going to be nice as well. The Zealots coming in and picking off the reinforcements, including a siege tank. That is rough. Actually, Rookie, he looked like he was going to go home for a second, but he knows that he cannot afford a plane ticket home. He needs to just go to his opponent's home and take it for himself. But unfortunately, he is getting surrounded, and it's just an overwhelming amount of Protoss might. GG is called. Going down 2-0 or 2-1 very quickly in this series. Do not worry, there is plenty of games left. And you know what? You can make even more games happen up just by checking out all the cool things that you can do on our Matcherino page. I'm just going to bring you guys over there to kind of show you what is up. So this is our Matcherino page specifically for this event. If you check it out, there is one cool way you can add to the prize pool. You just use code APS184. And that coupon code, as you can see, will end up with 50 cents to the prize pool. And there we go. We have just increased that prize pool 50 cents with a simple code. If you also wanted, you got some really lovely sponsor quests right there. If you see, every time you do one, you will be adding money to the prize pool as well. And you can also do some nice marketplace shopping. Get some replay packs for this. Get a jersey or two. All just really good stuff, including a survey for the most amount. But yeah, just a lot of cool ways to support SC2. And I hope you guys take advantage of every single one of them. I know I will. But now we are going to be hopping into our next map of Death Aura. So Death Aura, you know, one of the newer maps. Let's see how these guys play it out. Spawning down here in the bottom position, he is Rookie. And his opponent, he's already got a probe out on the map, so keep an eye on the red dots. He is Firefly. So, once again, we're going to be seeing this kind of altered max packs strategy here. A couple of Zealots and a Stalker going to come out, really delay Rookie, really going to kind of mess with him a lot. And then when it is time to strike, Firefly will sting, not like a Firefly, but like a bee. And we'll have to see how that works out for him. Now the big thing is, Rookie, this is kind of the third game of getting some crazy aggressive strategies out on him. So he's going to have to realize that there is something he needs to do. Very important. Scout, 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 scout as early as possible and as thoroughly as possible here. I think that's going to be pretty important for him. As you can see, he is going to send out an SCV quite early on to deal with any sort of anomaly. Now, one thing about Dothor, keep in mind, we do have these really nice little acceleration zones. It's kind of the opposite of the inhibitor zones of maps past, and it's really going to be interesting to see if these guys are able to actually get a fight in there, because that would be really funny to see pretty much a fight in two-time. I think that would require a Benny Hill theme. But here we go. Rookie has not scouted this out just yet. So the Reaper, while it is going home, he is just going to instantly cancel on the low ground. So already in a little bit of a better spot there, getting that depot up just in the nick of time, but it will need to be repaired. Just one SCV. Can't handle the shock of not seeing anything. And now he's playing it a lot more defensive this time, which is good. He's not going to lose as many SCVs, but the problem is Firefly isn't playing it the same. He's got the Stargate up, and he's got it running soon. Now that's going to be a little bit lethal here. Although, knowing Rookie, he is going to be getting a Cyclone first, so maybe it's a blessing in disguise for him, having to only deal with a Stargate. Reaper going to be coming around as well, going to see what he can get done, but the Stalkers are already back in position. He's not going to suicide in for the Stargate. Might. Yeah, the Reaper goes down as well, so that's a lot of his vision just gone. But now Rookie kind of knows something is up. You know, there were Stalkers in every single location where he wanted to go in. So that usually tells you that something is being hidden. And it's actually going to be Phoenix, not Oracle first. You know, that's an interesting choice. Obviously, the Phoenix will be able to get a lot of harassment done, but you do need them in 2s or 3s before you can essentially do that. Ooh. Going for Banshees. I don't know, Kev. That can be risky as well, especially with Phoenix out on the map. Hopefully for him, there's no detection. Now the Phoenix haven't been revealed just yet, and Rookie still does not know that it is Stargate. He needs to get in there and get a scout off of it, but he is not seeing it anytime soon, unfortunately. Yeah, these Phoenix are just going to patrol around for the meantime. Where did that first Banshee go? There we go. It is in position. It's going towards the third base, but there's no probes there just yet. because it's not done. But unfortunately, Firefly got a pretty good read on this and actually will have the shield batteries up. So this one Banshee not going to be able to do too much here, especially not with detection on the way. Yeah, these Banshees really just need to sync up now if they're going to do anything, because you need to be able to one-shot. Unfortunately, the Cyclone and a Widowmine will get cleaned up here, but here we go. Rookie is going to be the one to make the first big move here. He notices that those Phoenix, remember, those are pretty expensive early on here, so there's not too much else other than them. He is starting to line up in a nice position here. The Banshees did get a couple of workers in the main base, it looks like. But Rookie will be abandoning this location. Instead, going to go for a tactical retreat. And I do believe, yes, one of the Banshees did get picked off. All of the Banshees have been picked off. Now the question is, will Rookie be able to get back home in time? He's currently down almost 20 army supply. So this is going to hurt a little bit here, as he is still only on 2 base. No third base has been seen just yet. There it is. It's like playing Where's Waldo. But he is losing quite a bit of his economy here. And Firefly is still on the warpath. Excuse me, but yeah, Colossus coming out as well. They're going to have extended thermal lands pretty soon. I am very worried for Rookie's position in this game right now. He is heavily relying on Marine Tank, but will that actually be enough? He's actually attacking his own barracks as well. Just small mistakes here and there, making it difficult for him to move in. Losing those medevacs was going to be really rough for him as well. You need that DPS, you need that splash damage, you need some healing ability. And Firefly just feels confident enough to jump in on that. Only losing 1 Phoenix there. These guys are seriously paying for themselves, even though they are almost out of energy. Now, don't get me wrong, Rookie is not dead by any stretch of the imagination. All it's going to take is one good engagement with these siege tanks, especially if you get the siege tanks in the inhibitor zones. That just sounds like one of those World War I battles where like you destroy everything, but you only gain like 2 yards. Great Widowmine shots. That is what he needed right there. Now Firefly, he's not even ahead in economy anymore. Even though he is up 1 base, he still has roughly the same amount of workers here. If we take a look at that worker and army supply. Scan going down as well, going to reveal that. So while Rookie is down a little bit of supply, 20 supply to be exact, you know, he's just being very methodical, very safe, keeping his siege tanks in a nice position in order to stop any kind of attack. And he's just keeping an eye on the army as well, with these small Marines around. Probably going to clean up that forward location, but here we go. I think this is going to be the first small engagement here. But Rookie is going to decide to back off for the meantime. He doesn't want to lose this game, so he's just going to go straight to the high ground. A couple more Warpins for some Archons. Going to take a few tank shots as well, but Firefly is almost completely maxed out. Is there enough splash in these siege tanks so far? A couple of the Colossus falling relatively rapidly. 15 workers did get destroyed over here by a little bit of a hold position, but his entire army in the front is actually going down. I think Rookie has gotten the much better trade there. So many Colossus falling. Now, he did lose a lot of economy though, so he is going to want to do something to his opponent in order to kind of even it up again. Still patrolling around. Now that that armory is complete, those Widow Mines are going to stay transparent the entire time. But the Vikings actually going to get some nice pickoffs there, and that's going to end the Phoenix threat for good, as Firefly has decided not to remake them. I'm liking Rookie's position more and more here. He's getting those ghosts. He's going to build up that EMP energy. Those Archons are going to melt like butter. And he does have plenty of Vikings as well, just to deal with this very small number of Colossus. Firefly, however, he's already transitioning to the big old disruptor balls. That's exactly what you need to be doing. Picking off a ghost as well is a nice pickoff. And he's just going to try and hit on two fronts here, while the main army is distracted at the fourth. Firefly is just going to hit in the main base. He will lose the prism, but he's already getting massive amounts of SCV kills. Unfortunately, his army at the front is not going to move in on this, so he's not going to be able to capitalize. Just swinging over to the third base, going to force the mass repair. He won't get the base, but again, he's just getting so much worker damage. The big thing is, you know, Rookie, he's going to have to replenish those workers. You can't really last too long on a small worker count, especially not in this stage of the late game. It's not enough to rely on mules just yet. But, you know, Rookie, he has had enough here. He is wanting to move out and dish out some damage. Unfortunately, back at home, he's going to be having some damage dished out to him as well. But he's just going to go for it. He's going to go straight for the base. Needs to be careful not to take too many of those disruptor hits. And I wouldn't say this is a base trade just yet. Firefly still has the option to recall out. And as that base goes down, looks like Rookie's actually going to go home with a big chunk of his army. Might be a good idea to kind of just keep a couple units. Never mind, there's plenty at home for Firefly. Oh, that was a very nasty hit. Yeah, I think Firefly is going to have to recall out of this position, and he will do so. Rookie, now he is very heavily supply blocked. So we'll have to see what he does now. It's going to look like an attack. Now the Vikings do go down, but they're not going to be that important in the fight anymore, as there's only one Colossus. It's going to come down to the EMPs and the splits here. That is a lot of disruptor energy. A lot of disruptor balls. So here we go. The first couple are just going to be there to slow this push down. EMP is going down, going to blanket this army. The Colossus does fall. A couple of those disruptors get taken out before they can finish their shot. But Rookie, he is being very passive with this. He does not want to overextend. One little robot as well going to be coming out. This fight is still happening here. The siege tank's getting some really nice connections on all of this. And I mean, Rookie, he's down over 30 workers. So he's looking to end it right now. Taking shots like that is not the way to do it, however. Firefly just relying on these disruptor balls to clean up this army. It's still pretty massive, but with that shot, it is evened out. Oh no, with the addition of DTs as well, that's going to take a lot of scan energy away. A lot of mules are not going to be able to be dropped here. You need to save up those scans to keep this push going. Reinforcements gonna be sent packing here as these DTs come in and clean them up. They will be cleaned up eventually, but not without killing quite a few army units. Big surround as well. Rookie's whole army is just going to be decimated here. There is not enough. He could try and pick up and get out of there. Nice little surround by the Marauders. Actually going to clean up quite a few of the Stalkers. But yeah, I mean, most of Rookie's army supply is gone. It's still relatively even. But after that push fails, there's just not that much economy. This one's going to start mining out. This base is completely mined out almost. And he's not mining in his main base, so his income is really struggling here. Taking a look at that. Just Firefly is all over the place. And yeah, this is kind of, I don't want to call it the desperation move, but these medevacs, if you sneeze in the wrong direction, it's going to be bad. Well, we might have ourselves a little bit of a base trade here as Rookie's going to be coming in, gets the first blow, but there is quite a few Protoss units right outside his main base. That is not the position you want to be in if you are looking out for disruptors. So far, it looks like Firefly is getting a little bit better in this trade. He is losing quite a few of his workers, but he has plenty to spare. And the Colossus is back at home, going to help things out. And GG is called once again. Going up 3-1, Firefly is starting to run away with it a little bit. But no matter, he still has quite a few opportunities to come back into it. Now, we do have a couple maps left. We are just going to be waiting for his decision. Remember, this is loser's pick, so whatever he decides will be the next map, and he is actually going to go for Golden Wall. Now, the thing is, he has been kicked around in those last couple of games. He has he has pretty much had a lot of difficulty expanding. And Golden Wall, it's kind of one of the weirder maps in the pool. It's pretty non-standard. You have so many different little attack paths and everything. This is going to be a pretty interesting map to come back on. I would love to see him do it though, because you know, Rookie has shown us some pretty nice games. Like, even though he has had some trouble in the early stages, he's still been coming back and he's still been giving us fantastic series so far. And speaking of a fantastic series spawning, down here in the bottom left position, he is Rookie. His opponent in the bottom right position, he is Firefly. And he really has been shining a light on this series so far, so his title is aptly due. And, you know, one big thing, that gateway is actually in his own base for once. So that's a pretty nice start overall. You know, nice. You know, he's not gonna do too much. I feel like, you know, Firefly has been realizing, you know what? I've been beating this guy with the super early stuff, with the super early attacks. I'm just gonna beat him in a macro game now. Even though last game was technically a macro game, it did not start out equally. But yeah, there we go. Now, the big question is, when is either player going to start opening up these paths here? It's a little bit more difficult than just 5 minerals here. I think there's about 20 in each of those. And then you also have this one, which is the standard 5 minerals, but you will have to long range mine to deal with that. It's going to be interesting. You know, I feel like Firefly is going to be more aggressive with his map placement and which bases he decides to take. So I reckon he is going to be taking that golden expansion pretty soon. Yeah, getting a stalker out as well. Yeah, ooh. He's going to be hiding things again. What are your secrets? There we go. He was just waiting for the Reaper to make sure that that wasn't going to be happening. And actually, Rookie will get a good scout off. He will see the Twilight Council is being built. I don't think he clicked on that, actually. Or if he did, it was a very quick click. Guess that probe wasn't doing anything weird. Strange. Yeah, it is going to be Blink once again. This is one of those maps which just can be very powerful for Blink. You can't get over that location that easily, but I think you can actually just blink through. I think that's not far enough away for it to really matter. And look at that, he's actually gearing up for that third base as well down here. Called it. But yeah, Firefly, you know, obviously I do enjoy the, you know, I enjoy the fast games. But this is getting crazy by him. He loves his aggressive strategies. He's loving how this series is going in his favor right now, I assume. And, you know, he's just playing it out. He's having fun. He's having fun with it. Rookie, he's still like he's not really struggling, as he has been able to stop a lot of the early stuff and go into the later stages. But he's got to be sweating it a little bit more here, because he is one game away from match point. And behind this, there's actually no siege tanks in production either, so that is going to be a struggle to deal with. He was expecting DTs, but right there in the front of his base, the Stalker's going to come in, get a couple of worker kills, and blink on out. So a little bit of a misread here by Rookie. He thought it was going to be DTs. Aggressive Stalker blinks here. I don't think the number of workers he's getting is worth that. But he is going to be going for a big gateway explosion now and has a very nice forward base to deal with things. Rookie going to be going for a little bit of damage on his own, but I think Firefly has kind of sniffed this out. But will there be Stalkers in time? Oh no, the slow warp-ins. He's gonna have to recall to deal with this. I think I mean, you can still attack this location though. That would be pretty nice. Just getting rid of the gold income. Charge is about to complete as well in a couple of seconds here, which is still pretty nice here. We've seen that Firefly does enjoy those heavy gateway builds. There's quite a lot to go around here. Unfortunately, the War Prism, though, is going to go down. Even more workers going to be going down at the third base as well. But unfortunately, the Stalkers can now blink behind that and clean this up. Well, mostly clean this up. That's a pretty dead medevac. Oh, he's trying to scan for the observer, but he just barely missed it. That's got to be a bit frustrating here, especially since he's only just now at the 7-minute mark getting down his third CC, and he's about to get hit very hard here from multiple locations. Oh no, big misblink there from Firefly, botches it a little bit. The Zealots come in and they get immediately cleaned up. Yeah, that's the thing about this map. Some of these blink locations, not really good for blinking, as it turns out. I think that's really going to give Rookie a big vote of confidence here as he goes up 20 supply. Taking a look at that army count. Still relatively even, but, you know, Fireflies is mostly just gateway units. And yeah, Rookie is going to take another game with the defensive play. He didn't even really need to attack. An exceptional comeback there on Golden Wall. That leaves us 2 more maps before the map pool resets. And I'd like to take this opportunity to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Manscaped. Their state-of-the-art line of grooming products, which features skin-safe technology, practically eliminates nicks or scratches, and has new, easily replaceable blades to ensure that you're always getting the perfect shave. Manscaped has other equally innovative grooming projects for men, like their anti-chafing deodorant, body wash, and signature cologne, so that you are always feeling clean and smelling great. Make sure to click on Manscaped's sponsor quest and use code Maturino at checkout to get 20% off any order. So check them out, guys. Also, G Fuel. We are going to be hopping on to Pillars of Gold, though, in a bit of a little turnaround here. As our players have switched colors. It's like halftime. Spawning down here in the top position. He is Firefly. As opponent in the bottom of the map, he is Rookie. So I think the big thing here is that big misstep from Firefly, and that last engagement cost him so much. He lost a little bit of forward momentum in the series, but he is still a very aggressive player, and I do assume he might be going aggressive in this game as well. We will just have to wait and see, as the first couple of minutes, you know, a little bit slow. It can ramp up pretty quickly here, but overall, I think these guys have had enough of the early tricks, and you know, they just want to say, okay, I need to get the ... point in the game, and I can win it. I also don't know if they sound like this, but it sounds cool. It's like Rookie can be Batman, and Firefly can be Bruce Wayne. Because he took the gold base, so he was a lot richer than Batman is. But that second gas does go down. That really opens up the possibilities here for Rookie. Might be seeing Stargate play just with the size of the map. I think that would be a decent option for him. And Rookie, he's just going to go pylon counting right now. He wants to see how many pylons are out on the map and how many are in his opponent's base. So far, he has only seen 2 pylons. And, you know, honestly, that raises a little bit of an alarm bell here, as this Reaper is going to be scouting around, seeing what information he can dig up on the missing pylon. Once again, it is going to be Twilight Council. So I was a little bit wrong on the Stargate play. This has been his kind of bread and butter. You know, there's still possibilities. You know, I said it earlier. The most dangerous probe is the probe you don't see. And I don't think this Reaper is going to be seeing this probe for quite a bit of time. A good wall off right here will reveal the Twilight Council, but not much else. And I don't think Rookie actually saw Blink start up and then get canceled here. So nice little fake out from Firefly. Even going to kill the Reaper to make sure that nothing gets out. But the DT Shrine is on the way. Additional gateways as well. Will Rookie read it right this time? He's been a little bit... He was a bit wrong in the past couple of times. He had the right response, just the right response for the wrong build. On the other side, though, he did get in there and do a lot of damage. 6 workers going down. I think that was Hellions, actually. Yeah, he just ran a couple of Hellions in. I'm sorry I missed that. Oh, no. This is actually just going to get scattered out. But will it be a little bit too late here? He clicks on it, so he knows that it's a DT Shrine. He starts up the engineering bay immediately. Starts to bank up those scans as well. This is where Rookie has really kept his cool, and how... And this is the strategy that's really earned him the past couple of times he's won Widow Mines. Armory is complete as well, so you will not be cleaning up those Widow Mines anytime soon without some sort of detection. Only getting 4 workers for the time being. He is going to pull off, so that is going to be a lot of delayed mining time here, as those Widow Mines have not even begun to be ready to fire. So he did get a lot of lost mining time there, which is nice, but it's, you know, those probes can just go back to work, so that's always a good thing for them. First couple of DTs are going to be coming in, and there's no turrets anywhere around here. $14 workers, that is a big haul here for Firefly. Once again, a couple of aliens just gonna walk in. You know, they acting like they have the VIP pass. Mine's gonna come in again. Try and get a little bit there. The observer just gets nicely out of range. Once again, the Zarkon just gonna come in and get done what it can. The Raven is gonna be its first target, but he really wants to get some of those nice squishy SCVs. Still gonna go with the Widow Mine drops. That's a rugged determination there. He really wants to get that damage done. Those money shots, if you will. But here we see that big gateway explosion for Firefly here. So his production, his army count is going to rise quite heavily soon. And look at that rookie just being so safe getting that Viking up. No dice though on getting the other ones out. It's gonna come in again for another shot, but there's plenty of units here for it. What am I gonna get into a nice position? Will it be close enough? No, just barely out of range. It doesn't even kill the worker. Medevac going down here, so Firefly does clean that up. And once again, that third base still has not been taken by Rookie just yet. He is still on a 2-base economy. Very low worker count for this stage in the game. He's just going to clean that up. I would like to see him get rid of the DT Shrine if he's going to stick around. Cleaning that up is nice because there won't be any little backstabs with DTs anymore. Templar Archives isn't done for a couple of minutes now, so the Archon won't be able to come out until that's finished. But here we go. We see Firefly going to be hitting on 2 different fronts here. Currently there is a Widow Mine and a Marauder in position to kind of deal with this. Getting some nice shots off, and I don't think that'll actually finish. It will not. Third base has been taken. The DT, final DT in the game, does get sent back to Shakuras there. Not without getting 12 workers. So once again, Rookie just takes massive amounts of damage, and it just really stops his offensive power because he has to slow down a little bit to make up for the lack of production. But you know, now it is Rookie's time to shine. He's not pulling the boys. This is just going to try and overwhelm his opponent with pure unrelenting force. I don't know if Firefly has seen this just yet, but it's going to be scary for this 4th base. And now it's going to be even more difficult for Firefly to engage into this, that anti-armor bullet. Doing some good work. Feedback's Gonna take out what damage is left. Storm's huge so far, but that base will fall. And Firefly is still trying to fight this. He's getting some very nice storm connections, but he's also blinking into Siege Tank fire. And taking some big Widowmine shots in the front. It is enough to clean this up though. Firefly will be pressing the attack, it looks like, across the map. Quite a lot of healing potential still left in these medevacs. So that's going to help out Rookie quite a bit. And actually, that's just going to be enough for Firefly to back on up. Cleaning up the army was enough for him. Now I'm liking this. It looks like Firefly is going to take, or a Rookie rather, is going to be taking a page out of Firefly's own book and going straight for these kind of doom drop situations. There'll be a little bit of a warp in, but I don't think that's really going to stop Rookie here. But it is going to tell Firefly that there's not that many defenses at home with how much is in his own main base. So he's just going to move on in here. The Archon's taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to have to heal those up. But he is taking quite a bit there. The gateways are unpowered, so now it's going to be so much more difficult to deal with this. Still got a couple, but not enough. Gonna lose so much tech here as he recalls. Big storms, however, gonna start to clean this up. And he actually lost his natural as well. So, Rookie, he's doing a lot of good work, but he's just taking so much damage behind it all. Yeah, losing all those medevacs is very painful. Gonna try and do some damage with some Liberators, but there's already cannons in every single position. I think Firefly, he's got this fantastic army, and Rookie, you know, he's got the Ghost coming in. That's pretty good. He's gonna have to deal with those Colossus now is a big issue here, but these Liberators helping out significantly, delaying so much mining time. Killing 5 workers is pretty nice as well, and Rookie's just going to keep up the attack. He is looking to tie up this series with this. Storm's going to start to force him back. I think he lost quite a few of the ghosts there, but they did get their EMPs down. And not even losing the Colossus there. On the retreat is Rookie once again. He keeps trying these pushes, and he's doing well with them, but the problem is he's just losing so much before he retreats. It looks like Firefly kind of realizes that. He's got a 40 supply lead right now. But a couple of nice placed Widowmine shots will make that delay a little bit lower. Small run-bys here and there. Rookie's still on 3 bases while Firefly is up to 5. He's 50 army supply ahead right now, which does not bode well. Even losing the medevacs is very, very painful. And once again, these bases are starting to mine out here. He's even having to pull all the way to the 4th base with his main. Firefly's almost maxed out here. This is gonna be tricky for Rookie to navigate. And I know I keep sounding a little bit down on him. He's still, he still does great work in these games. He is still fighting very hard and still has a good chance to win this. It's just he's gonna have to fight so hard to deal with all of this stuff going on. The third base is under fire. Small run by is gonna happen as well. Storm's blanketing his army, and I think that is gonna be the tap out. And there we go. Firefly takes game number 6, and that means he is up 2 match points. So you know what? If you want to keep this series hype, if you want to keep it exciting, check out that Matcherino page. Type in that code, APS184. Add to the prize pool. Show these guys that you want to see this series continue, and I assure you they will not disappoint. On the map number 7, which means this is the last map before the map pool resets. And what better way to take care of this than Everdream? Okay, asking to wait 2 minutes, so I'm just going to pop on over to the Matcherino page once again, just to show you guys who are just now tuning in. If you head over here, ooh, look at that, it's actually gone on up. So like I said, you type in the code APS184 and you add 50 cents to the prize pool. I have already used the code, so it's not going to do anything for me, but that just means there is more code for you guys. And as well, you can check out all the cool stuff like this really nice marketplace. You can get some sweet Alpha X merch as well as a replay pack for this event. You can follow our sponsors with their sponsor events. And look at that. That prize pool just keeps going up with every little thing you guys do. So check out the Matcherino page and, just it's all really cool stuff. Okay. So we got the Go-Go's once again, and like I said, we're going to be going into Everdream for our last map. Not of the night. It's not our last. It's technically not our last map. I don't know why I said that. It's a potential to be the last map because this is first to 5 as the winners. And Firefly is on match point, but you know what? These guys are going to be doing the talking for you, or for me rather, because I apparently can't do English very well. Let's introduce these 2 guys down here, spawning in the top position of the map. He is our blue Protoss for Alpha X, Rookie. And is certainly showing us that he is no rookie in StarCraft with his play. His opponent down here, however, is giving him a run for his money and is currently on match point. He is our red Protoss, Firefly. Or in game term, IIILL. And once again, he's going to go for what's been working for him, that hyper-aggressive Max Packs type style. He gets a couple of Zealots, he gets a couple of Stalkers, and he goes to kill his opponent early on. And Rookie, he's going to have to scout that out. He's already going for a very fast wall-off here, making sure that anything that happens is not scouted. And actually, he's going for a very fast factory to defend against this already. So that is a huge sign of a really good kind of adjustment to his opponent's play style. Yeah, that probe is going to nope on out of there for right now. Those Zealots going to have a hard time getting in, especially since that factory is so much quicker than in previous games. But the Reaper, he is not going to be fooled here. He sees what is going on. Now the question is, will there be enough for the first Zealot, because he's not making any units. Like, he's going to have to rely on the Reaper. Looks like the Zealot's actually just going to go home. Actually, is it rallied anywhere? Yeah, no, it's just looking to go home, honestly. I think that's kind of a smarter decision here, because the thing is, you're not really going to get too much done with it at the front. The siege tanks are already on the way. Rookie is so ready for this, and yeah, just sending the Adepts home to deal with the Reaper is the best option here, I feel. Once again, we got that DT Shrine down. We have seen that even if they haven't won him the game, those DTs have done massive amounts of work. And Rookie, he's still only on one base, so he's going to be struggling for that income, although he did lose the Reaper right there. Now, the thing is, these Adepts are going to be able to kind of protect this location. But not for too long here. Rookie really wants to take out this place. Make sure that it is not a threat to him. But already, Firefly is just going to go to a different location. So Firefly is so committed to this. If this doesn't work, I think he just needs to tap out. You know, he still has plenty of defense here. Unfortunately, it looks like it's all going to be going across the map here. He doesn't have any scans. Oh, no. He does have a lot of army, though. Firefly. Oh, no, Firefly. He's relying heavily on the DTs. And like I said, if this doesn't work, if those DTs don't kill off this army, he is DED Pepsi'd. Hashtag not sponsored. And yeah, I mean, his heart has got to sink a little bit right now as he sees this one base all in come in. The DT's going to be cleaning up a lot of the reinforcements, but that just means he's going to pull the boys away. Scan going down, going to reveal that first DT coming in. Second one going to be warped in, instantly cleaned up. That is a bit of a mistake there, not waiting for the scan to dissipate. Although the army is starting to fall, actually. He's losing quite a few of these probes here. But honestly, it's still not even too far-fetched. The big thing is, those Adepts are still there. The DT Shrine is still in effect, and there is still no scans, but he doesn't care. He's just going to tap out, and Rookie comes back into it. The map pool has reset. And with that, I got to ask you guys, what are you drinking right now? Whatever it is, stop. Because if it isn't G Fuel, the drink of esports, it isn't worth drinking. G Fuel ramps up your energy from 0 to 100 really fast, and it sharpens your focus so you can keep your eye on the prize. It increases your endurance because, as we all know, gaming is a marathon, not a sprint. And lastly, G Fuel hydrates you so that you only thirst for victory. G Fuel, the official drink of esports. Stay hydrated, my friends. I am now hydrated. Let's play some StarCraft. But yep, now the map pool does reset, and we're going to be heading back to Eternal Empire. The first time around, this was Firefly's map, so we'll have to see if he can do it again to close things out. He is still on match point, but this has been an exciting series so far, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Countdown has begun. Once again, these guys choosing a different color palette. It's kind of funny because they keep flip-flopping which color they are, so it just makes it so confusing. But you know what? I can never forget this guy because he's up on match point. He is Firefly. As opponent, at the top, he is Rookie. Is that top hat? Yeah, that kind of looks like a little hat, you know, like one of those little bowler ones. But you know, Rookie, he knows something is always up with Fireflies, so he is just gonna wall off very nice and early. He does not want to be stopped early on by anything. This might be another one base all in, to be honest. Just by the fact that he does have only one gas. Okay, I misread that. I thought he did take the second gas there. Yeah, the probe just kind of gonna be a little bit of a nuisance before getting picked up here. He was expecting the Reaper to not come out, but then Mr. Bad Marine kind of skipped the Reaper in line and came on out. And that does mean the factory is going to be up a lot quicker. And 1 second. Had to don't know why I'm getting stuff in the middle of the night, but you know, that's just how it goes when you're popular. But yeah, it does look like Rookie's going to be a little bit aggressive with his first couple of Marines, just kind of keeping them out on the map to kind of give him an early warning system of what's going on. Yeah, the probe's just going to be wandering around as well. I kind of feel like this isn't going to be a probe pylon, but you know what? I've been proven wrong before. It actually just looks like he's looking for a proxy now. But yeah, Rookie, he's going to go in. He's going to try and get some damage done with his first couple of Marines. That is a risky move, I must say. Especially with a couple of shield batteries on the place and a couple of stalkers as well. Especially since they got that new ability where they just overcharge like crazy. Yeah, I actually think rookies might be going all in with this, just based off having that Liberator and such. Liberator's in the front, or Hellions rather, in the main base as well. Going to get 10 workers before retreating. That is a very nice move. A little bit of double prong harassment to deal with everything, while the Adept actually going to delay the second CC from coming down. So while he did lose 11 workers, he still has that double Nexus production of those workers. So overall, I still think Firefly is ahead in that regard. Now the big question is, how heavy is Rookie going to commit to this 2 base? Is he going to go for the 3rd anytime soon, or is he just going to stick with this? Because the thing is, if he does go for a 3rd base, he's going to be delayed quite heavily in it because of the fact that his second CC was so far gone. Ooh, a couple of Immortals. This could be deadly. A little bit of proper micro is enough to keep these alive for a long time. Both shields activated. He is going to just be able to pick off that tank without too much hassle. One Adept going to be warped in as well to take out as much as possible. But now Siege tank production will have to be halted for the time being. That 3rd rack's going down as well. The Viking going to be looking to clean this up, but it looks like we're going to see a pretty big warp in here. Actually, never mind, he decides. It's going to be a while before Stim's actually complete here, so these Immortals still have a bit of room to breathe. Although you do have to be careful not to lose them. And it's going to be coming around here, trying to delay what they can with the 3rd base, but that not going to get too much. Not going to get too much there. No, he couldn't have picked up because the stalkers were there. I could have sworn I heard a Liberator sieging up somewhere. Uh-oh. I don't think that's where he wanted it. I don't think that Zerg egg is really going to hatch anytime soon. A lot of Immortals. He's going to be going up to those Archons soon as well. He probably will get Storm. And so he's just kind of building up his big, powerful army. And once again, Rookie is still only on 2 bases. It looks like he's actually going to be going all in with this. No SCVs have been pulled. So he is going to be trying to keep it a committed force here, but he did get scouted out. The entire army is spotted. No time for Storm. You just need Archons. And he does have charge as well. And now it's going to be difficult to come up that ramp. There we go. There's the boys. It's going to come down to those force fields to clean it up. He doesn't actually get them up, so the high ground position is actually taken out still can't really fight with this. He wants to keep that location alive, however, so he is just going to come on in with everything he has. All those SCVs do get taken out. The Liberator going to town on the Immortals as well. Looks like Firefly is going to get fully pushed back. He needs to take out that Liberator if he wants to get on top of this, but it's so difficult with this location. He can lose that base and still be okay, though. He just needs to not lose too much of his forces right now. And right now, it's looking like a Rookie has quite a few to deal with. Ooh, and Immortal production goes down. Stalker production is about to finish up. He's got to wait for Blink here, I think. Just hold, and yeah, he's lost quite a bit of production here. And I'm worried because he is getting the reinforcements. So, you know, Rookie, he's got to be a bit careful. He is about to get fully surrounded. Unfortunately, the Zealots and Stalker do go in way too early. He's kind of just biding his time here. Firefly, you were in position. Not enough to jump on it, however, so yeah, Rookie's just going to move himself a little bit forward. And, you know, a few more Archons are going to finish up. That's going to really help with this Marine count. Looks like he actually sent what remains of the SCVs home. But he is all in with this. The Immortal gets instantly picked off in the back here. The Archons doing some work, but is it going to be enough? There's still quite a few Marines with this. No War Person to juggle these guys around. And he does clean it up finally. And it's still ahead. Double the worker supply. I think Firefly is on the steady road to victory here almost. Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah, you know, Rookie banked pretty much everything on this, and it didn't really do the damage that he needed. He did get the third base, which was perfect. You always want to take out a base if you can, but the problem is he took so much damage in doing so. Now Firefly is just so much richer. That's kind of just mules right there. Don't think that's too much. But you know, there's still quite a bit for Rookie here. I'm not saying he's out of the game. Especially with small moves like this, he's in a really nice position where those Zealots can't get a full surround here. The Stalker going to be warping in as well to deal with that medevac. No, I really wish he could have gotten some probes there. That would have been nice for him. Once again, he's going to move into this position. The Archons dishing out quite a bit here, but once that Liberator field is in, there's just not much you can do here. He's going back to the overcharge battery. The Stalker's in the main base, going to clear that up as well, but is there enough Protoss to deal with this? He's currently down half the army's supply, and I don't know if there's really going to be enough. Bunching up a lot of the Marines there, but the Liberators are just in the perfect position to cover them. And now with that splash damage gone, I think Rookie is going to take us to full match point GG. This is the Rookie that we've been seeing all series. This is the Rookie that wants to take it to the final game. Firefly may choose the map, but it's always Rookie's battlefield. I'm excited, guys, and I hope you are excited as well. We are down to the last map, Rookie, bringing it back after not a terrible start, but kind of a slower build-up, and it's all culminated into this final game. A little bit of confusion there. They wanted to go to Eternal Empire again. A little bit of a mistake there. And Firefly chose Eternal Empire, so we have to remake the lobby. Yep, there we go. He has selected Everdream. And 1 second, I just have to reply to something. All right. Game number 9, ladies and gentlemen. These guys have brought the action to you, so make sure you bring the action to them with that Matcherino code, APS184. Still got plenty of time for it, and while you're doing that, spawning down here in the bottom position, he's our blue Protoss, Firefly. His opponent up here in the top, bringing it back in the last couple of games. He is Rookie. Now, not going to go for the early wall off this time, but he is losing a little bit of income here, repairing that SCV just so that probe won't kill it off early. But you know, this is going to be an exciting one here. I feel like Firefly is going to want to end it pretty darn soon. We're currently almost at 2 hours in the series, and it has been nothing but action-packed. And yeah, this is how action-packed always starts. Little ring around the Proby, and Proby actually gets caught that time. And there we go. There's the hidden probe. There are so many possibilities with this guy. You have the potential for quite a bit of damage with a very fast Stargate. You have your bread and butter, which has been Twilight Council in this series. And you also have yeah, a bit more niche, but the Immortal Warp Prism all in. That's a favorite of mine. I enjoy that one, especially when I'm not playing versus it. Looks like once again we're going for that big old 1-1-1. It's going to be DTs as the decision here, hiding it very cleverly right outside your opponent's base so that he does not expect it. These adepts are going to be pretty nice for kind of just harass, just kind of delaying any kind of mining time you're going to get on this place. So just trying to slow down his opponent in any way that he can. Reaper going to be coming in as well as that Hellion. Hasn't seen too much just yet, not even seen the Twilight Council, but that is about to change. Going to make it look like charge is the option here, even going to chrono it out. But will he cancel it is the question. No, he actually is going to get charged with this. It's going to be that Widow Mine drop. You know, Widow Mines, they're pretty good strategy here. It's great that you get to disrupt your opponent. The problem is, I don't think he really has any idea that this is coming. The engineering bay is not complete just yet, so he's going to lose a lot of health on these guys, and the DT is actually going to come in completely unopposed already, getting massive amounts of work done. There is no scans just yet. Needs to focus fire him a little bit though. Getting the mules, that is a big tell right there. Only 2 probes going down with the Widow Mines, not really too much going on there. Finally, the DT does get taken down, but at what cost? 18 workers already dead. Down 20 army supply. Look at that income. Just going to start skyrocketing in Firefly's favor. It's going to be an uphill battle, honestly, for our red Terran player, but he still has the chops to do. Never mind. I was hyping him up like Rookie. Very good series. GG, well played to both of these guys. But unfortunately, there can be only one victor, and that is Firefly. So congratulations to Firefly for taking the Lion's bounty. But yeah, that is going to be it here from the studio. So I'd like to thank everyone once again for tuning in. Make sure you check out that Match Arena link. There is still a couple of codes left, I believe. Still a lot of ways that you can help out the prize pool. And yeah, just check them out. A lot of great stuff. I've been Passer. If you like what I'm doing, that's my Twitter handle down there. You can find out when we go live with these. And yeah, keep following along for the next big event. So we'll see you at said next big event.